Welcome everyone, my name is Fiza. For today's dynamic yoga flow, we're going to be working through our upper body, creating some back bends, some twists, and working for our balance, shifting the weight from forward, back, one leg and the other leg. So think some activation through the hips, through your legs. I'm using 2 blocks with me. You have no blocks, no worries. Bring in some sturdy books that will help you find support that you need for today. So let's get started. So starting on your seated position on a block or on the ground, you can even lie down. You can even come into a child pose, so a posture that you want to be in to start your practice. When you're there, create some gentle movements through your lower body. If you're on the ground, child pose, shoulders, arms, and really use these movements to start to tune into how the body is doing today. You can start to close your eyes. And after a few rounds of breath and some movements, we come into stillness. We let the body arrive here onto our mats and give a little time for our mind. So from wherever your thoughts are, bring them here to this present moment so we can scan the body. So we can set our intention, feeling the breath that is coming in, expanding us, and the breath that leaves our body, bringing in some softness, relaxing the shoulders. Let your breath be flowing completely free, and you're just observing here. Your option to set an intention, no matter how big or small it is. So it could be something that anchors you and your body, your mind as you move today. Very slowly open your eyes, and from wherever you are, we're going to make our way onto a seated position of your choice. Hands on the knees, and we're moving side to side. Upper body from one side to the other. Let your head also move. Notice how the back is doing, the sides of the body. How does this space feels where your legs meets your hip? Go towards your right side. Shift the chest forward. Shoulders can be squeezing back. Go towards the left and back. Rounding the spine. One more time. Move freely, completely okay if one knee, hip lifts up. Reverse the direction. Go the other way around. And we're back in the center. Your arms go by your side. Palms press out like you're pushing 2 imaginary walls away from you. We're going to make small circles and slow ones with our arms. So let's start for 3, 2, keep breathing, and last one. Reverse the direction. 2, 1. Take your arms up. Reach the fingers up high like you are reaching for a shelf that is above you. Your left hand comes down, chin neutral, neck neutral. Let the left shoulder dip forward and bend the elbows. Cow face arms, but we're not aiming to really bring the fingers and interlace them. We're just moving the arms and the shoulders. Right shoulder, arms come down. Bend the elbow. You can go ahead, same movement 2 more times, or this time on both sides you can stay longer. The fingers can even catch your shirt, reaching close. If you're done with 3 rounds, release the hands. If you're doing 2 and then holding, staying within those cow face arms, then we release the hands down. We're going to come forward, release the legs, and meet into our tabletop. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Let the fingers be wide and shift the weight side to side. Next 4 rounds of your breath, I want you to move freely. It could be going into a child pose, it could be coming up into a down dog, some circles side to side. This is where you ask your body, how is it doing? Any place you feel achy, restrictive. So a scan now as you move. We're going to come in the center, tabletop, and start to create cat and cows. As you inhale, start from the lower back. Let the belly dip down, arching the lower back, middle, upper. Drag your hands back towards the knees, chin up. Start with the lower back, rounded, middle back, upper back, and then the neck. Push the hands into the ground. 2 more times, slow movement. So you feel this ripple of the spine. Hands pushing back as you round. Hands pushing in towards the mat. When you're done 3 rounds, come into a neutral spine, into your tabletop. From our tabletop, let your right hand go forward and up. Create a full circle, fingers back and down. 1 more time. This next time, when the right fingertips are forward, lean more weight into the left hand and the right knee, left leg goes back. Left feet pushing behind you into an imaginary wall. Stillness, or we move. Small pulses through the right arm and the left leg. You can even bring the feet toes to tap the ground and then up. Small pulses or big ones. Now the right hand is coming down. Bend the left knee, bring it towards the left elbow. And then kick it back. Same thing with the leg. And you can round with the spine. Movement through the spine as the knee comes forward, leg comes back, a little arch. 1 last time. This time as the knee comes forward, left foot outside your left hand. You can take blocks underneath the palms. We're going to shift forward and back. Half split and then a lizard lunge. You can always have padding or fold the mat for your back knee, which is on the ground. Left leg bends, right hand on the ground or on the block, left arm up. This is option 1, twisted lizard lunge, or you also bend the right knee, bringing the feet up. Left hand can go back. Stillness, or we move. I love moving before I hold. So right feet down, lean the hips back, left hand forward, left leg extends, and we go back forward with the knees bent. 1 more time. And then you hold whichever option. This is more active, fingers reaching back, right feet forward, or you can hold the feet. Option to push it back. Notice what that feels when the feet is pushing away, or you're bringing the feet close to your hips. What happens then? And release. Starting to release the blocks, hands down. Bring the palms back, lean your hips back. Your left leg goes back, right knee stays where it is. So right toe, left toe is behind you. Right toes open out. Left heel coming down, big toe coming down. Left arm up. You can have a block underneath the right hand. Lean the left arm over your head, weight into the right hand, right knee, left leg up. It's pushing into a wall behind you. You can move the left arm. You can even keep the left feet on the ground. Now, left leg down. That left arm goes back. Slide the left toes into a semicircle away from the mat, and you come into this baby wild thing. You feel your hand is tiring, you can come back on the ground onto your hands and knees. And now, left leg down on the ground. We're going to make space, bringing the right feet and knee a little forward to bring the hips down. You turn back. You look where that straight left leg is, bend the right knee. Down, it could be towards the inside of the left leg, or you can cross. Right hand behind you, hug the right thigh with the left arm, or arm goes up and you hook. Feeling that twist in towards the spine. Maybe you look back across the right shoulder towards the side of the room. Awareness across your back, your arms. We're going to release the arm, bring the right leg back if it is crossed over the left. You can just turn over, come onto your hands and knees, or press the right hand down, knee down, feet down, lift the hips up, and then we come down. Tabletop. This time from a tabletop, we shift up into a down dog. Bending the knees one by one. You can go into a plank, come forward on the belly. This is option 1. Into a cobra, or you can stay on your hands and knees and arch the spine. So this would be, amongst these two, your mini flow. And we go back. Hips on the feet, child pose. You can even sit up, slow down your breath for 2 rounds. Reach forward, head up, hands underneath the shoulders. Your left arm goes forward, up and back. One more circle for 1. The next time your left fingertips are going forward, your right leg goes back. Shift the weight into the right hand and the left leg. Small pulses here with the arm and the leg, or you can make big ones with the fingers, toes going up and down. One more time. Left hand down. Start to bend the right knee. Take it towards the right arm. Option for you to move the spine along with the leg, arching as the leg goes back, rounding as the knee comes in. One more time. And now your right feet is outside the right hand, blocks under the palms, shifting forward and back. Linear, just bending the knees, or you make some circles with the hips. One direction and then the other. Keep the right knee bent, hips could be low, forward. Left hand down, right arm up, twist. Option 1, option 2 with the left feet coming up. Or again, we move as third option. Hips back, right leg extends, arms down, and then both knees bend. Right arm back. One more time. After movement, if you were moving, we hold. Or if you were in a different option, holding still, you can always switch. 2, 1, palm down, the right one. Lean the hands back with the shoulders. Your right leg goes back, toes down behind you, left feet out. And you come up with the right hand, heel of the right foot and the toes down. Supported side plank. Lean the weight into the left hand and the knee. Right leg up. Stillness of movement with the upper body, upper arm. 2 and 1. Right toes down, make a semicircle, leg going back, and your right arm also goes back, baby wild thing. Again, movement through the right arm or stillness for 3, 2, 1. Right hand down. Your hips are coming down. You can always wiggle and make space for the hips by moving the left leg. Look back. Roll left knee up, left hand behind you. Feet towards the inside of the right leg, or you cross for your twist, whichever option with the right hand. 2, 1. Release the left leg, come onto your hands and knees, your down dog, any option, or your left hand, left knee, right heel, feet lifts you up, that mini wild thing, movement with the arm, and then you look down with the right hand coming down onto our knees, and we go up. Downward facing dog. You can still keep the knees down, stay into your child pose. From wherever you are, we're meeting on our belly. So even if the knees are down, just lean forward, make your way down on the ground. A one back bend of your choice. Elbows can always be bent if you're going into a cobra. And then we come down. Shift back. Tuck your toes, knees up, down dog. And start to walk your feet forward. You can hop, bring the feet closer to the hands, or step forward. We stay into our Uttanasana. Awareness from the hips down towards the feet. Option to bend the knees here. Hands on blocks, option 1, or on your legs to lift the head, chest away from your thighs. Bend the knees, palms down. We're going to step the left leg back behind us. Options to take the blocks underneath the palms. We're going to shift the weight forward. Lift the back leg up and then step it down. This time when you're going forward, your right leg is bent. Start to bend the left knee and slide the left toes forward. Knees touch, thighs touch. Step back. Notice what's happening when you lean forward. Where is the weight? As the left knee comes forward with the toes, and when you step the left leg back, what happens? One more time. And back. This time when you're coming forward, your right leg is bent, left knee bent, knees touch, left toes down, or you can hover the feet up. You can straighten the right leg. Option 1, 2, your hands can also hover. Spine can even lift high into this variation of flamingo. Palms down, left feet down, exhale, forward fold. Wiggle the hips. Head up, chest up. Your right leg goes back behind you. Shift forward, weight forward, lift the right leg up, supported warrior 3, and then step it back. Now when you go forward with the head, chest, left leg bends, bend the right knee, slide the right toes forward. Knees, thighs touch, and step back. 2 more times before we hold into our variation of flamingo. Now, right toes can stay down. Let the knees touch, thighs touch, or toes high. Supported with the blocks of ground, or we're lifting the chest up, activating through our spine. Exhale, forward fold. Stillness of movement for next 2 rounds of your breath. Bending the knees allows you to let the belly, chest come closer to the thighs. Bend the knees, palms down on the blocks or on the ground, step back, downward facing dog. Your right leg goes up in the air, bend the knee, feet closer to the hip, knee points up towards the sky. Softening the left knee, shift the right leg forward outside the hand. Drop the left knee down. Bend the elbows, you can stay here. Or this right hand goes underneath the thigh towards the right side, left hand towards the left side. Option 1, palms down. 2, hands hover. Last one, you tuck your left toes, lifting the knee up into this variation of your lizard, flying lizard if you want to call it. Palms down on the ground, drop the left knee down. Lean the hands back, take your hips back. Your right leg goes back behind you. Kick it back. Left arm up and forward. Keep taking the left arm up towards the back. Now bend the right knee, push the right feet up. Toes down, hands down. 2 more times up, bend the back leg, reach the hand back. This last time, you can just touch the toes or reach the hands back, or you can grab the ankle and the feet, pushing the feet up. So your leg is active, your feet is pushing back for 3. Into your tiger, 2, 1. Slowly release. Palm down. Step the right leg back. Again, lizard lunge. Tuck your back toes. Bring your blocks with you. You're going to hover the left knee. Bring the right feet between the hands, between the blocks. Remember, we did that shifting forward and back. We're going to do the same thing. But this time, we're going to extend our legs. If you feel the legs are too far away, bring the left leg forward. 2. And 1. Into your pyramid. Hands on the blocks on the ground. Keep hugging the thighs and imagine your legs are together and you're squeezing block. Hands high, hands free, more activeness. Or support it with the palms on the ground, blocks or legs. Now you're going to catch the ground or the blocks, bend the back knee. Feel the hips go back. And then shift forward, bend the front knee. 2 more times. Options, back into a pyramid, both legs extended, straight, or you bend the back knee, Let the right knee be slightly microbend, hover the hands. Option 2. Option 3, you bring the back leg forward, thighs, knees hover, blocks down on the ground, maybe hands, or with the blocks going back, fingers pointing back, round the spine. You're leaning a little forward with the head, with the spine. You're rounding the back and you start to hover the back toes. Last option, like we did previously, you lean forward and just bring the thighs in, feet and toes down or hovering. Wherever you are, 2 more rounds of your breath. And release. Hands down, step back, down dog. You can take a mini flow, your Vinyasa, plank, cobra, or with the knees down, arching the spine. We all meet into our child pose. Last round on the other side. Pause wherever you want to pause, wherever you want to slow down your breath to recalibrate. Bring your mind to where you are. Head up, chest up, palms down. Let's meet into our downward facing dog. Hips high, leaning back. Left leg up in the air behind you, bend the knee. Knee points up, feet towards the hip. Step it forward, outside your left hand, right knee down. Breath in, breath out. Option 1, stay into this lizard lunge, or left hand goes out from underneath the thigh, right hand towards the right side, outside the mat. Second option is this. Third option, tucking the toes, hovering the right knee up. And the palms could be down with the fingers or hovering. We're here for 3. Into any variation of this lizard. 2. Stay with the breath. Hands down, right knee down. Hips go back. We take the left leg back behind us, kicking it into that imaginary wall. Right arm up. Take the fingers up, bend the left knee, push the feet up into the roof. And then the arm comes forward down, left toe is down. 2 more times into this active tiger. Last time. You can just keep reaching the fingers back, push the feet up, or you hold the feet or the ankle. But the feet is still pushing up. So with this, you have a hold of the feet. So it is active, but with a little bit of a passiveness because you have the support of the hand and the feet. Right hand down. The left leg comes back forward. We're going to step it between the hands and take our blocks with us. Tuck the right toes, right knee up. We're going to shift forward and back. Bring the right leg forward and then extend the legs into your pyramid. Breath in, breath out, staying here with the hands down or hovering the palms up. Notice what's happening towards the lower half of the body and even through the spine, through your head. Soften the left knee, hands down on the ground. Shift forward and then back. Extend the front leg, hands can go back and you start to bend the back knee. Few more times forward, weight shifting ahead and then back. Left toes can go up. The next time you're going back, option back into this pyramid, supported with the hands, ground, or you start to bend the right knee, hips stepping back. Feet comes forward, so your thighs are together, knees are together. Staying here. Palms come down on the ground, hands are reaching back and you round the spine. Rounding, feeling the activation through the front of the body, staying here. Or with the head slightly forward, you can hover the back toes. Last option, we've done this variation of a flamingo. Knees together, right toes down or hovering. Wherever you are, take your time. We have 3 more breaths. So you can switch between the options, you can pick one, stay within that. And then step the right leg down, hands down. We're going back into a down dog and bringing ourselves down. Child pose, maybe just sitting up wherever you want to be. Slow down your breath as we start to unwind our practice. Breathe in through the nose, out through your lips. Head up, chest up. Come to sit with the legs in front of you, hips somewhere in the middle of the mat. Your knees are bent, feet wide. Drop the legs towards the left side, up and over towards the right. One more time, left. So we're going to stay here. You feel free to move, or that left feet comes on the right thigh. If the left feet is on the right thigh, bring it down, knees up and all the way towards the right side. Feet stay where they are, or the right can come across the left thigh. Mindful of how your left knee is doing here. Release the leg. We're going to make our way down. Lying down, I'm going to give you a few options here for your last movement. Option 1, any posture movement you want to go into. Or as you're rocking into this reclined child pose, hugging the knees in. I'm going to show you a happy baby with the knees outside the thighs. Hands can catch anywhere along the feet or the thighs. Second option is legs up, just hugging them in, relaxing through the feet, letting your legs relax here. Or from within this, legs being up, you can shift the hips up, use your hands to take the lower back of the mat, hips high, toes can hover above the ground or touch the ground into your halasana. Wherever you decide to be, take 3 more breaths in and out, letting your exhalations be longer than your inhalations. Slowly, slowly. If you're in a halasana, you can use your hands to support the back and the legs coming down. If you're in a happy baby, bend the knees, feet down, shake the legs you can, stretch them out, shake the arms, just letting our muscles relax, start to relax, letting go of the engagement from the body. For your shavasana, legs straight, knees bent, hugging in, close your eyes. From movement and postures to finding this stillness can be different, can even be a bit overwhelming. So give yourself the time here. Observe your breath. Your breath is completely flowing freely. Notice how the ground feels underneath your body, underneath the hands. Scanning from head down towards the toes. So we let go of the body, let it soften and relax. You're welcome to stay here for as long as you want. You can pause the video, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.